Yes, it's that time of the week. Time for Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. And as we are each and every week, we are brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're in the market for sharing your music on the Spotifys, the Apple Musics, the Deezers, the Tidals, the Amazon, and you just want one platform to get you on all of those other platforms, DistroKid got you covered. For as little as $19.99 per year, you can release an unlimited amount of music and you can save yourself a big 7% off on the first year of any plan if you just use the code up there. We got a whole bunch of music to get into here today, so we are, without further ado, going to crack on with our first tune. This is an amazing track. It is called Providence Green. It is from Cleggy, and we're going to spin it live right here, right now on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
Set the scene. We were in a group of barracks down and we were just 16. A new reputation greeted me before I had the chance to say hello. I know she is appealing, she may put your mind at ease, but she'll nick your heart in seconds, she's a pulmonary thief. So get in car, don't say a word and stay the hell away from her. Boys and girls are separate to his parents and my team, but when we're out there, baby, we'll be the king and queen. So just kiss me quick, cause while it's nights I still believe, and I'll meet you in the backyard down in Providence Green. Said I'll meet you in the backfield down in Providence Green. Said I kissed her and I shouldn't have in Providence Green. System in your air again. Wasn't quite the same next time I interlocked my arms with yours. And I'm an egomaniac, I want you for myself, but a fortnight in a foreign country really doesn't help. Next thing my mate knew when she moved on, but I treated it like it was shot. The life is my successor is a shadow of my glee. But I'm out with Mrs. Sunshine, brother, I'm living the dream. I still remember cherry blossom on the tree when I kissed you for the first time down in Providence Green. I said I'd go and kiss your neck again in Providence Green. I said never setting foot again in Providence.
Cleggy, Providence Green here on Your Music Live to kick us off in a big bad way. Now, if that name and that bloke seems familiar, it's because we played him about 3 years ago, I reckon, first time on the show here, did a little profile on Cleggy, an amazing young artist. And I said at the time, if this is what he's producing then, what's he going to produce in the future? And you're seeing a little glimpse of it right there with that track. It's got that Arctic Monkeys vibe. It's just got that beautiful, combination of that 90s sort of attitude with a really fresh sound as well. So I thought that was a cracking way to kick off the show here today. How are you all? I hope you're doing well. And everyone enjoyed that one, absolutely, for sure. I hope you're doing well. This is Your Music Live. If you're new to the show, what we do on this show is we play snippets, 1 to 2 minutes of a bunch of tracks. We've got nearly 40 tracks for you here today. And the idea is that it's your little sampler, yeah? It's where you listen to a song and then you're like, oh, I really dig that. And then what I do is I put the links down in the description so you can then go and follow up yourself and go and find the tracks. Support the artists that support us here on Your Music Live. Right. Let's crack into our next song, and we've got another fire track to kick us off here for number 2. It is our old friend PA out of Germany, and PA creates some quality stuff. This is Dark Sense, the Tattoo remix from PA, who says, say hi to my ride or die Melissa and my man Judah X, which gave this song the special taste. After I released this track in April 2022, I never thought that people run around having an earworm of this part of the song. Well, now I have to, I guess. All right, I love a good earworm and I love a good track, and PA produces both. Let's give this one a spin. Dark Sense, Tattoo remix, Your Music Live.
Tattoos on your skin, all that tattoos on your skin.
PA, what an absolute banger of a track that one is. She just goes from strength to strength. I kind of love everything she does. It's weird. I'm waiting for the day where I'm just like, that was a bit of an average PA track. But you know what I love about PA is because she puts 110% passion into every project she works on, it really shines through. And it really shows that, yeah, you got to have talent, you got to have good recordings, you got to have good mixing, all that sort of jazz. But you also have to write a banger of a song and you have to deliver it with passion. And that's what PA does each and every time. Yeah, she just keeps outdoing herself again and again and again. Speaking of someone who outdoes themselves, if you like the little intro music to this show that goes your music, your music, your music live, that's not my doing. That's the doings of a bloke called Kronk Song. Yes, Mark Kronk Song Lovell. And he does some pretty amazing little 2-minute mixes that he sends into YML, and this week is no exception. He says, "Hi Pete, I hope you're well." I am, thank you mate. This is a garage band song based on the subject of gas guitar acquisition syndrome. So many pretty guitars out there these days. Thankfully, although I do look at guitar porn, I've only bought 2 recently and they cost 65 quid each. They were rubbish, but with a bit of attention and upgrading, they're not too bad now. Love it. Using one of them on this track, by the way. Hope you like it, and that's from Kronk Song. So we're going to jump on over to the cloud of sounds and we're going to give this one a spin. It is called Save Your Money. Kronk Song here on Your Music Live.
He's gonna spend all his money on a brand new guitar. Thinks if he spends a lot, he can still go far. It's all disillusion. Yeah, he's disillusion. Save your money, Joe. Spend your money wisely, like your mama told you. You need to feed those children. You need to treat your wife. You know you will not make it now, so why on your brace like some disillusion? Yeah, he's disillusion. Save your money, Joe. Spend your money wisely, just like your mama told you. Save your money, Joe.
Kronk it up, folks. Kronk Song there with Save Your Money. Something I'm definitely trying to do at the moment. I haven't bought a guitar in over 4 years now, which is just ridiculous, isn't it? I've been very good. But what I loved about that, I love the drums. I love the driving, almost 4 on the floor, almost double kick style at one point. Thomas said it was Doors-like. It was almost doom metal-like as well. It was like if the Doors played a punk song. But yeah, really well done, really well produced, and good stuff there from our mate Kronk Song. As always, g'day Scott Borthwick. Hello, Gregory O'Sullivan. G'day Dwight Bailey. Hello, Holy Ghost 66. Hope you are all doing well here today. This is Your Music Live, again, brought to you by our friends at DistroKid. Once again, if you do want to release your music like all these fine folks are doing or considering, then check out DistroKid. Link up there. And if you want to submit a song for a future show, you can use that QR code. Just take a snapshot on your phone if you're watching on a mobile device, or take a snapshot of your screen, and that'll take you straight to the link where you can submit a song, or jump down into the description if you want to do that too. We have our Play My Fire beat coming up, so if you're not on the playlist for the show and you haven't had an email from me saying you're on the list today, you don't have to stress, because you've got 2 opportunities to have a song played right here on the show. But for now, let's stay in Europe. We've been Europe and the UK for the first 3 songs, and we're going to stay there because this is song number 4, and it is an artist that we don't hear from anywhere near often enough, but when we do hear from her, it is always absolute fire. And that is Capsalam. Capsalam says, "Hey Pete, I spent a weekend snorkeling with my GoPro in the south of Sweden." Oh, yeah, really? Me too. No, that's so cool. I had a blast and got great underwater footage. Made the song in GarageBand on my iPad. The video is edited in DaVinci Resolve. Very cool. A great free editor. But yes, very complicated. I concur with that one. I've delved into DaVinci Resolve once and then I ran screaming from it back to iMovie and LumaFusion. It was just too complicated. Let's jump on and take a listen to this one. This is Into the Blue, Capsalam on Your Music Live.
I'm surrounded by the ocean. I love it. Swimming further into the blue, 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 blue. Swimming further into the blue, 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 blue.
Right? How cool is that? I know you're going to boo me for flicking off here and not showing you the rest, but guess what? Guess what that means? That means you've got to go over to Capsalam's channel, make sure you're subscribed, make sure that you check that one out and her previous videos, because again, I love the artists who are so, like Kronk Song, who just pumps out amazing songs every week. And then there's folks like Capsalam who you only get a song every 3 months or so. But the care and the attention to detail that goes into those is just next level. So, very, very good stuff there. And I think you'll agree that you want to jump on over there and check out Capsalam's track in its entirety. All right, we're going to grab another couple of tracks here, and then we are going to hear from our sponsor, the DistroKid, and do our Play My Fire Beat segment. I promise you, I'm a man of my word. I'm a YouTuber. You can trust me. Anyway, let's continue. This is a track from Jonathan Linton, who produces some bangers. Speaking of bangers, Jonathan Linton has this track. Now, I lost what he said about the track the first time because he sent me a fresh link. So we're just going to go into this one blind, which is a good way to go sometimes. Because the one thing you know about Jonathan Linton is you know it's going to be an amazing track. So let's give this one a spin. It is called Pay the Price. Jonathan Linton live on Your Music Live.
I look around at the world today, nothing but disaster. Mother Earth is bleeding, and we ain't got no plaster. But I feel for the children, they don't deserve it. Man killing man and don't understand that we way over the limit. Burning oil, a breakneck pace, the children will pay the price. Throw a litter all over the place, the children will pay the price. Spending to win another
got the power. Call them out in a big fat lie, and all them get sour. I'd like to dash them in a deep, deep hole and purge out the system. But another idiot is waiting to rise up and mash up the kingdom. Burning oil, the black-neck pace, the children will pay the price. Throw a litter all over the place, the children will pay the price.
Very cool stuff there. Jonathan Linton, Pay the Price. Great tune, huge vibe on that one, and amazing message as well. Yeah, what a groove, right? You will want to. If that's the first time you've ever heard a Jonathan Linton track, you want to go and check out everything he's done, because just an amazing back catalogue. He does really grungy, sort of Alice in Chains inspired stuff. He does like that kind of funky stuff, and he does some amazing acoustic covers and jams that he plays live. So the man can do it all, it's safe to say. So you do want to do yourself a favour and jump on over and check out Jonathan Linton over on the YouTubes. Let's continue on YouTube here. Let's grab this one from Spicy Tempo. I love a good spicy tempo, or a bit of spicy tofu. You know, take your pick. So Spicy Tempo, we're going to keep the dance beat going on. They say this track is called Night Sky, composed while I was on an ocean cruise to Alaska, where I could clearly observe the beautiful night sky, composed in GarageBand on the old iPad. And let's take a listen to this one now. This is Night Sky, Spicy Tempo, your music live. Definitely a spicy tempo in that one for sure. Great stuff there. Spicy tempo with Night Sky on an Alaskan cruise, no less. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going on an Alaskan cruise. Maybe not right now. Don't really want to be in confined spaces again. Oh, man. It keeps turning, doesn't it? Round and round and round we go. But that was very, very cool. That was a great little jam and a nice spicy tempo from Spicy Tempo. And if you've got a spicy tempoed song that you would like to release to the world, I recommend DistroKid. I've been using DistroKid for up to about 5 years now, and they are super awesome. You can see all of the songs, EPs, and albums that I've released. Now, a lot of people ask me this question with DistroKid. When you release, what happens when a new store is added? How do you make sure that you get your song on that? Well, you can do it yourself manually, or you can let DistroKid do it automatically. So when you release music with DistroKid, here's how it works. You hit this upload button and you say, I'm uploading some music today. I would love to upload a single or an EP or an album. And remember, you can upload an unlimited amount with just one yearly subscription. Here's where you select all the different stores that you want to release to. You can choose some or all or one. Anyone want just Spotify? I don't know. So you can choose all of those stores there. Now, right down at the bottom, there is an option that you can actually make DistroKid maximize it. So the store maximizer, DistroKid will automatically deliver the song to new online streaming platforms. So every time a new thing comes out, so when TikTok came out, if you had the store maximizer, it would instantly have thrown all your tracks that you have that set for up onto TikTok. But do not fear, because if you don't want to pay the extra $8 a year for that, You can do it yourself. So I was actually looking at this recently. I went all the way back to my very first EP called Recoil. And look, it's on a lot of platforms here, but I was wondering, hey, is there anywhere else it can be that it's not already? And if we scroll on down here, we can actually look at all of the stores it's on. And it's like, oh, look, it's on everywhere. There's nothing to add there because I've just changed it, right? I've just actually updated that one. That's why it's on so many. But if we go to another track, let's say we go to this one here, my single Anxiety. Look, that doesn't look like it's on anywhere near as many platforms. So if we come on down here to the stores, check this out, add to more stores. And it will tell you all of the different stores. Now, have I heard of all of these? Not really. But is there any harm in being everywhere? Yes, I own the publishing. Is there any harm in being in all these places? No, none at all. So we can throw it all out here. We can tick all these buttons and hit add. And that's it. It then distributes those out to all those additional stores. You are done. The album is being added to all those selected stores. So that's just going to pop up on a bunch of different places. So it's just one other way that DistroKid gives you amazing options. It's like that next level of service that not every distributor does, but DistroKid makes it super simple to do. So we thank DistroKid for their amazing and ongoing support of this show and of this channel and of your independent music. Speaking of which, let's crack on. We got another track here. This one is coming in from, it is from Cyan is Sus, and it's Speedy I-5. It's a song about the Interstate I-5. They say, it's a song about I-5 in California. The song just came up in my mind, and then I thought a lot of people might like it, so I made it. And that's exactly what you want to do. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Here on the Cloud of Sounds, it is Speedy I-5, your music live. Hey, that rhymes. like it. I like the ducking. I like the fact that it kind of went into a bit of a synthwave kind of vibe there, and I love the name. Cyan is sus. I'm like, yeah, that's probably the most suspicious of all the colours. Cyan. It's always the colour on your printer that runs out at the most inopportune time. It's like, out of cyan, I'm printing black and white. What are you talking about, Epson? Very good stuff though. I like it. A bit Christmassy, you reckon? Yeah, I don't know. The I-5 road jams. I've heard it's slow moving. It's weird. The first time I went to the US and was on a freeway that stopped, I was like confused because here in Adelaide, in Australia, we have like two freeways. And I mean, they go slow sometimes, but stopping on a freeway, like, it was weird. Very good track though. I dig it. Thank you for sharing that one. Sharon is Karen. We're going to grab one more song, and then we are going to do our Play My Fire beat. So again, what that is about is if you don't have a song on the show today, or even if you do and you want to go for a twofer, you're going to have an opportunity to do that. I'll give you a code word after this song, and then all you need to do is put the code word in the chat. We will draw it at random, and if you are drawn, you can choose a song from SoundCloud, YouTube, wherever you've shared it, and we will play that for you right here on the show. But before that, we are going to play this one This is an artist called Middle Suburbia, who I've played a couple of their songs, and they do some awesome stuff. And this is no exception, I'm sure. This is a track by the name of Hooked on a Comet. And about this, they say, this song is a tribute to my son. Being a parent of a child with autism is a crazy ride, but all the love and craziness we've been through just makes the journey more and more fun. I wanted to write a song that celebrates who he is. Very cool stuff indeed. Very cool premise, and love to hear that. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? It is called Hooked on a Comet, Middle Suburbia, Your Music Live.
Hooked on a comet, going faster than ever before, and I'm not coming down. I'm hooked on a comet, leaving this world far behind, holding on for dear life. And I don't mind the thinner, 'cause the rush takes me there, and I feel like I could go anywhere. I'm hooked on a comet, going faster than ever before, and I'm not coming down.
Very cool stuff. There's something about that, that kind of, someone said Fall Out Boy. It's kind of Millencolin, no FX-y, kind of that late 90s, early 2000s punk pop kind of vocal. It just is so good, just so fresh and clean, and just, I love it. Very good stuff. Yeah, nice mix there. Liked the guitars in there, liked the drums, very like upfront, in-your-face kind of drums. So very well done, and very cool that it's a tribute to your son. Love it. Good stuff. We're going to continue rocking with the music, but we do need to take ourselves a little pause because we've got ourselves our Play My Fire beat, which is going to come up right now. I'm just trying to think of a code word. What should we go with today? Here's the deal. Throw some ideas for our code word in the chat here. We're going to be a bit interactive here today. I'm going to throw out some ideas because we normally do hashtag fire or hashtag rock or hashtag punk or whatever it is, but I'd love to get your ideas. So throw me out your ideas for the hashtag that we're going to go with, and when I see one that I like, I'm just going to throw it in here. Hashtag Pete. Hashtag code. I kind of like that one. Let's go with this one from Trevor Bear. We'll go with hashtag code, which I like that. The code word is code. Word up. Hashtag. That might confuse all the weird things, right? Yeah, hashtag Pete. Hashtag crispy. Oh, we got some great ideas. We'll have to use some of these ideas. I'm going to bank some of these for a second. Hashtag Tism, great Australian band. I'm going to bank some of these for our second one that we do in the second half of the show. But yeah, if you do want to do as Mark Bro has done here and put hashtag code in the chat right now, it is our Play My Fire beat. And if you are successful, we can see the entries are coming in. We've got 7 entries in there already. We will draw that after the next song. So you've got yourselves about a song's worth of time to decide if you want to enter. And if you do, all you need to do is let me know the name of the track, the platform it's on, and I will give it a spin. But before that, we're going to play this song. This is from Haydn. It is called Girl. It is Haydn featuring Gage Samdar. And they say, this song is about a girl who is showing mixed signals about if they like you or if they're not interested in you. they're probably not interested. If you think it's mixed signals, see, dudes are a bit weird like this, aren't we? If you think it's mixed signals, yeah, she probably don't like you. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Let's give this one a spin. It is Girl from Haydn, featuring Gage Samada on Your Music Live.
See you in my dreams and I wonder where the hell you been. Looking at you got me like where the hell all my senses went. Call you in my sleep but then you go and hang up again. Tell you I don't like you but then you go and blow up again. Like what am I supposed to do to make you feel like I like you? You're too confusing for my mind now. And every time I try to leave now, you come over and say that you really need me now. You think you told me to go, pick your poison if you really wanna be my only girl. Wanna be my only girl. Yeah. Wanna be my only girl. Wanna be my only girl. Yeah.
Gotta break the ground with my new foundation. You've been telling to stay, and I ain't taking your temptation. You had your chance, you're pushing my limits. Don't go breaking my door down. You're nothing but a blur now, and you say that you really need me now. I ain't leaving for you, I'm leaving for me now. You be hurting my soul and my heart. You be saying you're my only girl.
Isn't that an absolute bop? I know I made a bit of fun at the start there, but wow, isn't that a cool? Yeah, totally radio ready, a bit of pop there. Really well produced, really well done. Great video to go along with it too. And yeah, I'm really happy to spin that one because it's cool. Yeah, it's Vivo ready, absolutely. And you know what? If the artist there, if Haydn wanted to release that, they could use DistroVid because yeah, DistroVid is the video version of DistroKid. So don't forget, if you want to get your videos out on Vivo and have your own official Vivo channel and do it all legit, then you can use DistroVid. Not quite as cheap to release videos as it is to release audio, but yeah, if you want to take it seriously and give it a crack, why not? If you want to learn about DistroVid, head over to Jade Star. She's got a whole video where she released a video using DistroVid. That's a lot of vids in there. Vid. All right, we'll see how many times we can say vid. Right, we are ready to draw our Play My Fire beat. All you need to do is have the hashtag code in there, and we will draw that in about 10 seconds. Should we get let's get some background music here. Let's play a little bit more of Haydn in the background while we spin the wheel on this one. So if you win, all you need to do is let me know your artist name, the name of the platform, and the name of the track, and we will spin it in this very show in just a couple of minutes' time. So good luck, everyone. Let's hit the draw button. Who's gonna win the Play My Fire beat on Your Music Live? It's gonna be Tremor Bear, yeah. Grrr. Tremor Bear is our winner of the Play My Fire beat, part 1, Electric Bumalung. But don't worry, because you have another opportunity in the second half if your name is not Tremor Bear. But I dig this. We already got a Tremor Bear track coming up a bit later, spoiler alerts, but maybe dig into the archives, Bear, find us something cool, a cool jam that we can listen to, and if it's Tremor Bear, it's gonna be good. So we're going to wait and hear what Tremor Bear would like to play. And while we wait for the bear, because there's a bear in there, we are going to play this one. This is from Canada Bambino. They say, here's another song on my album, This Is the Strangest Life I've Ever Known. A smooth track made with Logic Pro. Also, the Canada in my name is pretty much means golden. Oh, there you go. So Canada means golden. I like it. So it's Golden Bambino. Does that mean, Canada Bambino, does that mean golden child or golden baby? Something like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, we're going to play this track. It is called Tidal Wave. I'm sure it's going to be an awesome tune. And we're going to spin it live right here, right now on Your Music Live.
Life's falling apart, and I'd rather see the sunrise, but it don't wanna rain. The hurt in my mind is tides I feel the way. Again and again, I love. Just ride the tide away. All the pain, got no one to change my heart. I don't wanna feel the same. No, no. It don't go away. No, no. No, no. Just ride the tide away. It's high tide, feel the way.
How cool is that track? Yeah, love the doggo there, and just so laid back and mellow. Yeah, I think Mark said could just be sitting at a sidewalk cafe sipping a latte, listening to that kind of smooth feel. I'm definitely adding that to my chillax playlist there. Canada Bambino, a very, very nice jam there. Excellent stuff. Now, Trevor Bear has chosen his song. I'm having a little trouble finding it. He's chosen a song called An Illusion, which he actually did with me, which I did vocals for. And it is on Slap somewhere, but I just simply can't find it. So I'm going to continue looking. If any of the moderators, if Thomas Christ, if you've got, if you can have a quick squiz as well. For some reason I'm searching, but I can't find it. So we'll find that track in a moment. And it is on slaps.com. And while we wait for me to get over my slight incompetence, let's play another Slaps track, because Slaps is DistroKid's free music sharing platform, and it's amazing. And the artist by the name of Park UK has shared their Slaps track. They say, when writing this track, I took some inspiration from a painting called The Letter by Scottish artist of the name Jack Veltrano. The song reflects what I see as the story happening before, during, and after the scene in the painting. The story is, as I see it, is a fading, aging Hollywood actor seeking love in all the wrong places, with all the wrong people, but never wanting to give up. Thanks for listening. Very cool stuff. So let's jump on over here and give this a spin. It is Kevin, aka Park UK, and it's Game of Love here on Your Music Live.
One word can tear your world apart. One word can turn it into gold. And you will never know, rehearsing for a crazy game of love. Maybe there's a kinder loving heart, and maybe a good time we were kinder. To the altar of a memory, dreaming of a perfect kind of love. And oh, for a queen of hearts, a queen of cold. And the dream we had was the dream that we stole. On the losing hand, I'll keep playing the game of love. The game of love can be set up in a minute. No magic in what we can do. Like a mad dog in the sun, we are dancing in a crazy game of love. And oh, for a queen of hearts, a queen of cold. And the dream we had was the dream that we stole. On a losing hand, I'll keep playing the game of love. Playing the game of love. game that we stole. On a losing hand, I'll keep playing the game of love.
How cool is that? We're going to throw some more fire on that one, don't we? Yeah, so if you'd like to go and listen to more of that and some more great music from Park UK and a bunch of other artists, just do what I do and jump on over to slaps.com. Remember, it's made by DistroKid, which means it must be good because DistroKid only do good things. Actually, that's not true. You know why? Because they try a bunch of other stuff. Like they keep trying different things, and I love it. I love that. It's very, very cool. Now I'm still searching. I'm still searching for this this song. And now Thomas Christ has found a version that I put on my YouTube channel a while ago, so I might have to play this one if I can't find it. I thought Bear had done another one and put it somewhere else, but otherwise we're going to have to play this version that I'm finding here. I'm just going to do another quick search for Tremor Bear and Illusion, because I had a feeling that that he did this one. Oh, here we go. So this is the Tremor Bear version, which is he's put more recently, and it's got okay. We're gonna go with this one because it has is more recent and it's on Bear's channel over there. So I'm going to put this as the link so that you can go and check out Tremor Bear on the YouTube. So this is a song that came about because, by the way, this is our Play My Fire beat from Tremor Bear. Came about because Bear created some amazing instrumental songs. And thankfully, Bear's doing a lot more singing on his own music because he's actually got a pretty kick-ass voice. But I heard this song and I'm like, totally, I want to write some vocals for that and sing on that one. So we wrote this song together. All I added was the vocals and gave it a spin. And it came out pretty cool, I thought, in the end. It's a bit of a punky, rocky tune, and it is called An Illusion. Tremor Bear featuring me on vocals here on Your Music Live Play My Fire beat.
Let's drink a toast to all the confusion. Make sense of it all and quickly forget. It's time to think of all the people who need help. You call it truth, I call it opinion. So worried about wrong, we forget about right. And all this time there's people who just need our hand. Don't worry at all, it's just an illusion. Don't trouble yourself, it's just an illusion. Stay close to home and board up your windows and your doors. Just say to yourself, it's just an illusion. It's easy to look without really seeing, and all the things you don't want to see. Open up your mind and then your heart will follow soon. You call it hate, I call it addiction. You bury the truth while I shine the light. And all this time we could be doing better things. But don't worry at all, it's just an illusion. Don't trouble yourself, it's just an illusion. Stay close to home and board up your windows and your doors. And just say to yourself, it's just an illusion.
A little bit of pop punky 90s goodness. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to work on that one with Bear. So thank you for the honour of being able to sing on that one. But yeah, really cool guitars there from Tremor Bear. G'day to Alex Bacchus. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Thank you for the kind donation. I appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, you can do it in a few ways. You can support our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. You can leave your donations right here via Super Chat or via PayPal. Links in the description. Or if you want a free way to do it, hit the thumbs up button. It's just down below. If you're watching live or on the replay, it all helps. And don't forget, you can share this show too. So many folks have found this community and this show because someone they know has sent them a link and said, yo, check out this bald Aussie bloke. He plays your music and he plays it live. And they're like, oh, cool, I'll come over there and do that. So please share, because remember, Sharon is Karen and Sharon is Karen, right? We're cracking on. We're getting through the first half with some amazing music. I think you will agree. And we're going to continue the party here with this next track from Mr. Frank Turzo, who says that track 7 of 10 from the up-and-coming album Made in 64. It is said that the meaning of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. In this song, I try to embody and exemplify the meaning of codependency. Have a little trust in yourself, and poor self-esteem can often lead to an unhealthy dependence on relationships, even at our own cost. The album cover is the image of the theatre masks representing life's ups and downs, joys and hardships, and that either can always be masked. Very good stuff. Frank Turzo always providing some very cool background to the tunes that we're playing here. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? Frank Turzo and Somebody Else here on Your Music Live.
Wrote a letter to myself with my own regards, sealed and sent it through FedEx Express, my return address. I walked myself back to my home, soul searching one-on-one alone. Sat up late and chuckled all night long, had myself a ball. Woke up smiling, sun lit up my room, got myself all dressed, walked into the corner, breakfast for sports news in hand, ordered up some bacon, eggs and beans, filled my belly, finished up my tea, set my sights on a brand new day to keep her off my mind. It's when I'm with you, I'm not me, I'm somebody else. I look in those eyes, not your eyes, you're somebody else. You talk down to me, right through me, you're somebody else. I seem to lose me inside me, I'm somebody else, somebody else. Look deep inside and you'll see. I took a look from a different view, stepped outside the box.
Just really well produced, like a real wall of sound, kind of solid feel in that one. Yeah, excellent production, very well constructed song indeed there from Frank Turzo. No surprise, because everything Frank does is really cool, and he does a great job creating those earworms for us. So excellent stuff. Yes, agreed. And go and check out all of Frank's work over on the YouTube channel or wherever good music is streamed and played, because you will not be disappointed if you are sad at me for turning that one down. Just really quickly before we play our next tune, I had to go and look up the painting, that Park UK track that we played about 3 tracks ago. This is the painting, The Letter by Jack Vetriano. And yeah, now that you see that image, I think you're going to have to go back, like me, go back and listen to the track again, because yeah, it definitely tells a story. It's definitely a great way to share a song, is to have a cool image like that and throw it out there. So yeah, really good stuff there from Kevin from Park UK. I'll have to have that painting. I should have had that painting up while I was playing the track, but you can go back, like you can with all these songs, because they're all down in the description. I've done all the hard work for you. You don't have to go and go, oh, where was that? It was on slaps.com. What was his name? Park_UK. No, don't have to do any of that. just jump in the description of this very YouTube video and they're all laid out for you in order. You can go and check out the full versions of every track that we play. So thank you to Frank for that one. Thank you to Park UK. Thank you to everyone for being here. Let's come on over to Australia, shall we? Because we've got an Australian artist by the name of Clint Kelleher. Yes, Phantom Agents always produces something fun and different and out there, and this one is no exception. Like a rat in the rat race, sure feels like it sometimes. Dance, funk, rap with rats. Got it. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Like a rat, Phantom Agents, your music live.
And less than fit, he took my false address and split by the dirt. Rose through the fever trees in the Lamborghini 53. Hurt my heart and I bend my knees. The guardian angels are working for me. Paralyzed in a precious stone, canonized and I stand alone. Living in the back room, that's my handle. Living in the vacuum, that's my angle. Hypnotized, I only gaze. I cannot rise, I can't be phased. I'm stuck in a groove and I'll never be free. I can't move, somebody help me. Living in the vacuum, that's my handle. And living in the vacuum, that's my angle. Here I come, I don't run. Here I come, I don't run like a rat down the drain. Here I come, I don't run. Here I come, I don't run like a rat down the drain. Living in the vacuum, that's my handle. Living in the vacuum, that's my angle. Hypnotized, I only gaze. I cannot rise, I can't be phased. I'm stuck in a groove and I'll never be free. I can't move, somebody help me. Living in the vacuum, that's my handle. And living in the vacuum, that's my angle. Here I come, I don't run.
What a groove there from Clint Kelleher, Phantom Agents, here on Your Music Live. Yeah, love me a little bit of funk. As you can tell, I get into that sort of jam. Totally. Great stuff there from Phantom Agents out of Australia. Yeah, you can pronounce Australia, but usually Australia. You can go right down Australia. You can go right down to two syllables, Australia. Yeah, where are you from? Yeah, I'm from Australia. I love the cartoon rats too. I agree. Cartoon rats for the win. We have ourselves 3 more tunes and then we are going to grab our toilet break song for the halfway point of the show. It's a cracking toilet break song, can I tell you? Yeah, it's an amazing tune. You're going to want to hang around for that. And then we've got a massive second half. We're going to go under the covers with some cool cover tunes. And then we've got a heap more of your original songs all to come. All brought to you by the wonderful folks at DistroKid. We could not do it without them. Check them out. Again, less than $20 per year. Unlimited music. How do you lose? Look, I know times are tough, but for $20 a year, you can get all your music out there on all the platforms. And instead of saying to someone, oh, you got to go to soundcloud.com/user/Kevin/Smith/ no, none of that business. Just search my name. If you want my music, you go Pete Johns in Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Deezer, Tidal, wherever you are. YouTube Music, it's there. So we thank DistroKid for their ongoing support. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Dekuna and a track called Drag Me Down. About this one, they say, this track is about a relationship that isn't going well to the point that you don't talk to each other and you're only being dragged down by it. Hence the name of the track. The solo is very John Mayer inspired, and the talking at the beginning of the track is completely recorded for the track and has been made to sound like a movie scene like you hear in other lo-fi tracks. I like it. So you made your own movie. That's the way to do it. Avoid the copyright. Make your own little movie scene, quote, talking part. So we're going to give this one a spin. It is Drag Me Down, Dekuna, Your Music Live.
You know, everyone's been telling me recently that you have to wait for love to come around. But from my experience, Kenny, if you wait for it for years, the sad reality is that it will never come at all.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Luna and Drag Me Down. Definitely one that I will be coming back to and revisiting after the show because that was really cool, really mellow. Exactly the sort of vibe that I'm looking for when I just want something laid back and chill to listen to. Very good stuff indeed. Yes, awesome vibe. Very smooth, very cool indeed. We're going to grab a couple more songs here before our midpoint toilet break. This one is from Mark J. And something about relationships here tonight. A lot of relationship tracks. He says, Drunken Moment is about two lovers who, while in a drunken moment in Vegas, realize that they want to spend the rest of their lives together and decide to get married. Always the best idea is make all your best life decisions when you're drunk, right, folks? Yeah, that's what I've found anyway. Let's give this one a spin. It's Mark J and Drunken Moment. Your Music Live.
Yeah, it was a drunken moment with you, baby. We can flip and could get married in Vegas. And I have this drunken moment with you, baby. Make our last night accurate. Can't get enough of you. She'll put me next to you, just go nowhere alone. The guardian of my soul, the one that makes me whole. Girl, you know we're in love. Next to you, girl, you know we're alive. The guardian of my soul, the one that makes me whole, girl, you know we're alive. Lost in love, but never found. It's not your grounds, you turn around. Now it's your rain and glimmer when you make my love best I ever had. Full and I could bet, just wanna see on it back to me. Yeah, it was a drunken moment.
Mac J there with a Drunken Moment here on Your Music Live. I like it. It's the little tiny SG in the picture there. Oh, knock my microphone away. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. Look, I admit this. Someone sent me a track yesterday, which is not on the show today because I haven't submitted it yet, but they sent me an email and they're like, oh, I'd really like to get your honest opinion on this track. And I listened to it. And I'm like, look, it's not the sort of genre that I produce or that I usually listen to, but I know what I like, and I know when something's produced well, you can really tell the difference, can't you? And like, it's so easy to just grab a beat and to just throw some randomness over it, but to tell a story like that and to use some cool production techniques like that, I dig it. I think it's cool. Yeah, and some bass in your face for sure on that one. Let's grab the final song of the first half of this week's Your Music Live, and it's from our mate Michael Thompson, who says, "Hi Pete, I have been absent for a few weeks dealing with minor health issues and my wife's father passing. Very sorry for your loss, my friend. So here's a track from my Man Without a Face CD called Wounded. It's a collaboration with my friend Jerome Beckley, writing lyrics and doing lead vocals. We love a good collaboration around here. What is it? The sum of the parts is better than, the one. Yeah, the whole is more powerful than the sum of the parts. So sometimes a cool collaboration can be even cooler than an artist doing it all themselves. So let's have a listen to this one, shall we? Michael Thompson with Wounded on Your Music Live.
Breathe.
love the guitars, love the vocal processing on that one, and there's that 70s vibe. It's hard to explain, but just the chorus there and the chords and the vocal treatment, it just, the slap back, the kind of the delay on that vocal, really, really good stuff. Excellent work there from Michael Thompson's. Are they live performances? They do exactly. It has even if it's not recorded live, it has that live feel, doesn't it? It sounds like the band should be up there playing live. Very good stuff there. Yeah, everyone digging on that track there from Michael Thompson. That is our first half here on Your Music Live. So it's time to refresh, reset, and get ready for a big second half. And we do that by doing our patented toilet break. I don't think it's patented, but I don't know anyone else that has a toilet break in their shows. We're going to play an amazing piece here from Mr. Thomas Gillane. Now, I mentioned Capsalam earlier as an artist who we don't hear from often, but when we do hear from, they really blow us away. And Thomas Gillane is another artist exactly in that category. Thomas about this one says, the continuation of a previous piece called Bagatelle de Femme Française. It will be released in the distant future. So yes, I know Thomas is a very busy dude, very smart dude, studying, making music, working, doing all the things. And we're just very lucky that he's continuing to create great music like this piece here. Thomas Gillane, our toilet break today on Your Music Live. I'll see you in about 3 minutes. A wonderful piece there from Mr. Thomas Gillane. Like that was a real traditional toilet break, wasn't it? Sometimes we have like rock tunes or real dancey numbers, but that was almost like a perfect interlude to join the two halves of the show here today. So wonderful stuff there. As always from Mr. Thomas Gillane. Thank you for sharing that one. Welcome back to a big second half of Your Music Live. Don't go anywhere because we got our Play My Firebeat Part 2 segment coming up. We've got a bunch of cool, amazing original tunes from the community and new folks as well. We've got first timers, we've got old timers, we've got all timers. But before that, we have our Under the Covers segment, and we're going to kick off with a cover here by the wonderful Yvette Griggs, who says, hey, this is my cover of Bonnie Tyler's classic, Holding Out for a Hero. I uploaded this 2 years ago. The day I did so was very frustrating since I failed one of my college accounting tests. Ooh. So I decided to take my frustration out on my piano. The cover is short, about a minute and a half, and I wanted to make it my own per se. Hope you enjoy. So let's get a little bit of piano work here, continuing the piano theme here with Yvette Griggs, Holding Out for a Hero cover on Your Music Live.
Where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's gotta be sure and he's gotta be soon and he's gotta be larger than life.
Very cool stuff there from Yvette Griggs. Griggs even. Doing well, aren't I? Yvette Griggs there. Holding Out for a Hero cover of the classic Bonnie Tyler tune. Yeah, excellent cover, and what a great voice there from Yvette Griggs to kick off our Under the Cover segment here on Your Music Live. Hello, Peter Hobbs. Pete's a very old mate of mine, went to school with way back in the day. And funnily enough, because I was always a bigger dude, at school I was Big Pete, which meant sometimes we called Peter Little Pete. Don't know if he liked that or didn't, but always remember that because I'm like, there's Big Pete, where's Little Pete? But I think it should have been, let's not bring size into it. But g'day to Pete. Hope you're doing well. Let's continue on, shall we? This is a track from Black Diamond is up next, and Black Diamond has a horror rock cover of Billie Eilish's most famous song, done by none other than Black Diamond. So we've heard a few Black Diamond songs before, but I think this might be the first cover that we've played here, and a little bit of horror rock. So we're changing gears here from piano ballad to cover a horror rock tune here. This is a Bad Guy Billie Eilish cover from our friend Black Diamond on Your Music Live.
friends, I'm glad that no sleeping. Your heart, your tape, it was creeping around like no one knows thank you. So Christmas on, roses on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you, only I do what I want when I'm wanting to myself. So you're a tough guy, like a really rough guy, just a good enough guy. I'm the bad type, nigga, you're a bad type, nigga, more than that type, I'm the nigga that type.
What a cool jam, right? Love it. Yeah, Black Diamond there. You're going to have to go and listen to the complete version there by Black Diamond because it is a jam. Yeah, very, very Addams Family going on there. Black Diamond doesn't have any songs under like 7 minutes long, so we only ever hear a little snippet, but I love it. I love the deliberate hiss. I love the VHS quality going on there, just the retro vibe. It is all super cool. Well done there from Black Diamond. Next up, we have our friend Gregory O'Sullivan. We're going to come back over to Australia and grab this one from Gregory. He says a cover of the Anne Praven, Scott Cutler, Phil Tomley song, Tom. You probably know it better as the 1997 Torn. You probably know it better as the 1997 Natalie Imbruglia hit. It was actually first recorded in 1993 in Lissorsten in Danish as Burned. I didn't know any of that. How cool. It was recorded in 1994 by Praven and Cutler's American rock band Edna Swap. Right, the Edna Swap version is a lot cooler, but I could only get tabs for the Natalie Imbruglia version. Produced on iPad with Dorico and Cubasis 3. Vocals, Solaria and Eleanor Forte synthesizer V Studio. So we got more of these amazing synth vocals that Gregory likes to put together. So I didn't even listen to this one. I'm like, I'm going to listen to this one fresh on the show and see what happens. So let's see what this is all about. Gregory O'Sullivan and Torn here on Your Music Live.
Saw a man brought to life. He was one, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Oh, you couldn't be the man I adored. You don't seem to know, don't seem to care what your heart is for. But I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie. My conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am ashamed. Lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're all little late. I'm already done. So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen just what was there and that's all holy light. But you crawled beneath my veins and now I don't care. I have no luck. I don't miss it all that much. There's just so many things that I can touch and torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed.
Isn't that amazing? Right? Like the AI vocals, like the robots are coming for us, folks. I don't know what to say, but if this is how we're going down, I'm okay with it. I've made my peace because that's super duper cool. Well done there. And yeah, just everything about that, Gregory, is amazing. The animation, the construction of the song in Cubasis, really, really good stuff. And then, yeah, the AI vocals, like, yeah, floors me. I was listening to a podcast this week and they were talking about AI vocals and they were like, oh, isn't it amazing how realistic these AI vocals sound? And I'm listening to them going, we got our old mate Gregory who does better stuff than this. That sounds more realistic, and it's very, very cool. So thank you for sharing that one, Sharon Karen. Next up, we're going to play a little bit of Joe and Barry Glenn with something a little bit different to what we normally get from Joe and Barry. They say under the covers, Ruby Tuesday, Richard Jagger, of course, put this together for Ron's show Beatles v Rolling Stones. Seemed to turn out quite well, so asked Jade to master it. She made it pop. Just having trouble getting a nice bass sound. Barry wants to buy a new bass. Barry's got gas. He needs a new bass. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? A little Stones for you. Ruby Tuesday, Joe and Barry Glenn under the covers. Your Music Live.
She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter if it's gone. While the sun is bright or in the darkest night, no one knows. She comes and she goes. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you when you change with every new day? Still I'm gonna miss you. Don't question why she needs to be so free. She'll tell you it's the only way to be. She just can't be chained to a life where nothing's gained and nothing's lost at such a cost. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who
Beautiful stuff there from Joe and Barry Glenn with Ruby Tuesday. A wonderful cover there, and some AI artwork obviously in the background there. I just love those weird AI ones where the guitar kind of goes a bit sideways and it looks a bit odd, but very good stuff there, Joe and Barry. Joe and Barry, I'm going to give you like one of those weird backhanded compliments, because one of the things about 2 years ago when I first started hearing Joe and Barry's music is it was super like, you know, great folksy stuff, really organic. Sometimes I thought the timing was a little bit wavery. I must say, the last few tracks you've produced, you've nailed it. You've obviously been working hard on the production side, but also on the just everything to do with the music. And that one there, look, with that sort of music, you don't ever want it to be like on the grid, right? But yeah, I was just able to rock and sway to that one, and it was beautifully done. So well done. Great stuff there from Joe and Barry Glenn. Your production continues to go from strength to strength. Let's jump on over to the Cloud of Sound show. That's our under the covers. So 4 fabulous covers there, I think you'll agree. So thank you to all those who contributed covers. Back to the original music. We got a whole bunch of originals to take us out here in the next 45 minutes here. And then, by the way, Jade Starr is doing a very special show straight after this one. I will let you know a little more about that closer to the end of the show, but you do want to stick around. We'll make sure that you get sent over to that show after this one. All right, this one is from Stillbird. He says, "Hi, Pete. Listening to your shows live and last night, and thanks for playing my music. I loved your song Dancing in 6 and 8 Time. Heard that on your live session quality track." Well, thank you. Appreciate you. As I was tuning into your show last night, I was setting up templates in Logic Pro on my Mac Mini. I'm getting all my ducks in a row for a batch of new recordings. I'm a good engineer producer, and I'm a rather competent artist, although I find trying to do both is a real challenge for me. And I want this album to sound more raw, like this recording of Radio Silence. Cool. Well, let's have a listen to this one, shall we? This is Stillbird and Radio Silence here on Your Music Live.
Radio silence. I'm not gonna fade away today. My home and asylum. Discerning, I'm burned in every way. Radio silence. It takes all I've got to brave the day. My frequency rising, returning to claim my life my way. The earth switched me on, you'll never turn me off. You can't switch me off. I'm so on, you're so off. I'm so on. When we know our mind, the rest of the world will be easy to find. In radio silence, we tune into truth and turn out of the time. The earth switched me on, you'll never turn me off. You can't switch me off. I'm so on, you're so wrong. I'm so on.
How good is that? Stillbird Radio Silence. Just a simple, exactly what you said it was, just a raw, emotional, just hits you in the feels kind of mix. I mean, it doesn't sound too, exactly, just honest, exactly. You can call it raw, you can call it honest, you can call it stripped down, laid back, whatever it is, but very cool stuff there from Stillbird, who, again, has only recently joined the community, but there's something about folks that they come here, they chat to all of you cool people, they watch the shows, and they realize that this is the place to hang out and enjoy some music here. So thank you all for joining me. Don't forget, if you're just tuning on in, a couple of things you can do for me. You can hit the thumbs up button down below. That tells the YouTube robots to tell all the other robots to go and tell everyone to come and watch the show. You can also share the show with someone else, because that's how a lot of folks find this very show, is that you folks share it with your family, your friends, your fellow musicians, and then they dig it, and then they join us as well. And don't forget our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. If you want to release your music to all the platforms and whack your microphone, you can use the QR code right there. Snap a shot of that one. It'll take you straight there, or just go to the link up there or down in the description. Speaking of amazing musicians and guitarists, Patrick Clements is exactly that as well. He says, "Hi Pete, it's really a pleasure to be part of your weekly show. The piece of music you're going to hear today is called Morning Sun and was composed and recorded last year. Unfortunately, I can't watch your show live because of the time difference here in Europe, but I'll be watching the replay the next day on YouTube, and I'm always very impressed by the quality of musicians performing in the show. Keep up the good work, my friend." Well, thank you, my friend, and yes, I apologize. We do have a YML Extra coming up, which is going to be at a better time for our UK and Europe folks, so keep an eye out for that, because we've got a bit of catching up to do. You might have realized some of the songs I'm playing are from like 3 or 4 weeks ago if you're submitting them, so we do have a little catch up to do. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is the wonderful guitarist, composer, and music producer Patrick Clements, and his track called Morning Sun here on Your Music Live. Patrick Clements. That one's going straight to the bill-paying playlist. In case you don't know, if you think that's an insult, I have like an admin playlist of tracks that I like to listen to that are more instrumental, that are just relaxing. So when I'm doing something tediously mind-numbingly boring, like paying bills or doing invoices or something like all the important stuff, you have to do it, right? I have to invoice, I have to get paid, and I have to pay people. But yeah, I love listening to tracks like that one from Patrick when I'm doing that. Yeah, right? I need to be on the beach listening to that one. Yeah, hands up who'd love to be at the beach. Did you know that it is the 21st of November here in Australia, where we have a very warm and temperate climate? We are 9 days from summer, and it's 15 degrees Celsius and raining, and has been that way for like the last 3 weeks. This La Nina has just made it very, very chilly here. It's almost like there's, I won't do my usual joke. It's almost like there's some sort of something going on. It is that time to do our Play My Fire Beat Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. So let's fire up. Now, I loved the ideas you had last time, and I want to go with one of the suggestions. We'll see if this breaks the internet, but the code word is going to be hashtag. So thank you to some of the folks who suggested that last time. Who was it? It was Mark Bro who suggested that, and Yvette Grigg said, yep, hashtag would be a great one. So we're going to go with hashtag. So if you would like to have the opportunity to have one of your songs played right here on the show, be like Daniel Fugate and put hashtag right here in the chat. And if your name is drawn at random in just a few moments, then you'll have the opportunity to have one of your tracks of your choice played right here on the show up next. So hashtag is the one you want to go with. The one we're going to play now is from our old mate Nigel Parker. We've played a few Nigel Parker tracks in the past. He says this song is about a relationship. It's the relationship hour, isn't it? It's everything today's been about relationships. This song is about a relationship that seems to be going well until a secret comes out in the open. Where does the relationship go from here? I recorded the song using my iPad and GarageBand. We're going to give it a spin. Nigel Parker, Out in the Open. Your music live.
Living life and having a great one. I can't deny she totally rocked my mind. Linking up, we were there for the long run. Never apart, who knew what I would find? It's out in the open, undenied, uncovered, exposed, free in the breeze. It's out in the open now, undone and spilling out. I'm down on my knees, I thought it was working out. How wrong could I be? I didn't see. It's out in the open now. I trod on the rotten branch and fell from the tree. Shell shocked, you'd set off a landmine, ripped open like a roof in a hurricane. Where to turn? I don't have a map now. So shaken, it's taken the runaway train. It's out in the open, undenied, uncovered, exposed, free in the breeze. It's out in the open now, undone and spilling out. I'm down on my knees.
Wonderful stuff there from Nigel Parker. I love the combination of having the headshot of the vocals and then the stock footage video and the lyrics. It's got everything. Really well produced in terms of the video. Really nice tune. Yeah, so much emotion in there, and I love the slight mystery in there. Someone's saying a bit meatloafy. Yeah, I got that. I'm getting a Ben Folds kind of vibe too with some of that, just with the lyrics and the feels in the song. I thought it was pretty cool. So well done there to Nigel Parker. Thank you for playing. I appreciate it. We are going to go and draw our Play My Fire beat. So you've got about 10 seconds, I would say, to throw your hat in the ring and put hashtag, which I thought was a funny hashtag to put in there. So thank you to the folks who suggested that one. We will give this a spin right now. Let's put some Nigel Parker up in the background. And good luck to everyone.
Down on my knees.
I'm spinning the wheel now. I wonder who'll win. It's gonna be someone cool. It's Randy Matson, singer and songwriter. All that Randy has to do is put the name of his track and the platform it's on and the song title in the chat. Sorry. Thought I had my mojo working. Randy Matson, thank you for submitting, and congratulations. You get to choose a song, anything from your back catalogue. Just let me know the platform. So is it YouTube, SoundCloud, Slaps.com? Where is it located? Your artist name on that platform, and then the name of the track. Unfortunately, we can't have links in here because you know what happens when we open it up to links. Yeah, the prawn bots come in and they're like, you want sexy times, don't you? Go to prawnbot.com. Don't go to prawnbot.com. I don't know what would be there, but don't go there. But congratulations, Randy Matson. We will wait. Living in Austin on YouTube. You know what? We may be able to find it straight away. Let's give it a go. So if we search Randy Matson living in Austin, which is a cool thing to do. I love the sound of Austin. Of all the cities in Texas, it sounds like a cool place to be. We found it. Here he is, Randy Matson living in Austin. We've got a music video here. It's looking cool. Let's give this one a spin. Well, why not? Because we're ready to rock, and Randy was ready. He was ready. He had his finger on the button there, ready to pop it in there. So we'll give this one a spin. Have we played you before on the show before, Randy? The name's not familiar. It's not ringing bells, but we do play 40 tracks a week, so we may well have done. But let's give this one a spin, shall we? Randy Matson, living in Austin, on Your Music Live. Nope, we're still playing Nigel. How about we remove Nigel there, and then we'll play this one. Living in Austin, Randy Matson, Your Music Live. Play My Firebeat winner.
I've lived part of my life in New York City, spent some time on the streets of LA. Now 4 more years in the town in New England, still the country seems so far away. Well, I've been up and down through most American towns, but I never had my room to play. That's why I'm living in Austin, the greatest city in the USA. You can hear those guitars playing outside an old 6th Street cafe. You got your friendly faces, rodeos and races, beauty of the Highland Lakes. It's where the world's most friendliest people make it the star of the Lone Star State. That's why I'm living in Austin, the greatest city in the USA. Every night and every day, all of town there's people dancing in the streets, they're romancing. You can rock the night away. It's where the world's most friendliest people make it the star of the Lone Star State. That's why I'm living in Austin, the greatest city in the USA.
Very cool stuff there, Randy Matson, the Play My Firebeat Part 2 winner here on Your Music Live. Good stuff indeed, and that track has just been added down in the description. So if you want to go and check out Randy and all of the music he's got going on over there, go do it. Yeah, even got a full solo in, which is rare on this show. If you're new to the show, I often cut off the solos. I'm going to have to get a move on here because I've gone a little bit long. I know, what a surprise. I never go overtime. So we are going to crack on and do a bit of turbo tunage here and make sure that we can play more music and less John's rabbiting on for the next half an hour to try and finish off the show, because then Jade Star is live directly following this one. So let's grab our next song. This is Doorways into Music. Hi, Pete. Several weeks ago, 15th Bend released an instrumental track and invited other music creators to sing on it, rap to it, whatever they wanted to do. So I added a lyrics and a melody from a song that I'd tried writing several years ago but could never quite finish, and added vocals as well. A big thanks to 15th Bend for letting people experiment with his lovely instrumental track. Love it when a collab comes together. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? It's Burning Down the Trees, 15th Bend and Doorways into Music, your music live.
I didn't know about fire, didn't know about wind, I didn't know it was dry, so dry. I just struck a little match, things started to burn. I was burning down the trees and burning up our love. All the beauty we had found, I burn it to the ground.
Good stuff. Like when you listen to something like that, you realize that the music was written and then Doorways into Music just had the lyrics and wrote it over the top. It's so surprising because it sounds so congruous. Is that a word? It sounds like it belongs together. Sounds like they were definitely written together. So really well done on that one. Thank you for Sharon. Remember Sharon, be Karen. Speaking of Sharon, our next song is from Graham Bell, who, not Alexander Graham Bell, just Graham Bell, who says, I wrote this song at the end of one of our C-word lockdowns, which meant I was able to visit my daughter who lives interstate. Yes, it's been a tough time, hasn't it, for folks who've been living far apart. So I'm sure this is going to be a bop about exactly that. It's cool. Can't wait to see you again, Graham Bell, here on Your Music Live.
I'm on my way. Got a long way to go, but I got all day. You know I can't wait to see you again. You know I can't wait to see you again. You know I can't wait to see you again. It's been such a long time since I've seen your face, but finally this virus has given us a break. You know I can't wait to see you again. You know I can't wait to see you again. You know I can't wait to see you again.
Had to give you a little bit of the saxophone. I know we're running behind, but I had to give you a little bit of the saxophone because I know that that's going to make many of you go and check it out because nothing like the only thing better than a guitar solo is a good sax solo, and it definitely fits that song. Very kind of 80s Tom Petty, Traveling Wilburys kind of vibe in that one, don't you reckon? Yeah, really cool track there from Graham Bell. Next up, we've got something from the past. Brock Ruggles has been sharing a lot of his early recordings. There was a 10-year-old or 11-year-old Brock that was being shared. We've now moved on to 17-year-old Brock. So he says, recorded to cassette at age 17 on a farm near McCook, Nebraska, USC in 1991. Thanks for playing it, Pete, and thanks for listening. So let's take a listen to this. Brock Ruggles, I'm 17. And it is a cover, which we should have put in the Under My Covers segment, but we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
I'm 17 and I am cruel. I'm 17, I break the rules. I'm 17 and I don't care, 'cause I ain't going anywhere. I'm 17 and I am slack. I'm 17, get off my back. I'm 17, nothing to do. 17, I don't like you. I'm 17, I take care of myself. I don't need anyone. I'm 17, and all I know is you don't know how I feel.
Oh, the teenage angst, right? Yeah, as a parent of a 13-year-old, she's going down what we call in teenagerdom the feral tunnel. They go down the feral tunnel in about 13, they peak at about 17, and then about 22, 23, they come back out and they're like a real human again. And you're like, oh, welcome back. How was the feral tunnel? Very cool. Yeah, simple and effective. A very great track. How old are you? How old am I? I never remember. I'm 40-something. 40-something. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, I know it's very late for the folks in the UK and Europe. If you do need to slip off, don't worry, you can catch the rest of the show on the replay. Just hit the thumbs up button on your way out if you wouldn't mind. Thank you for that one. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? This one. It's from Rick Rowan, who says, if you're looking for melancholy ballads, I'm your boy. I wrote it on guitar and then recorded the solo piano version. Then I did a full band version, but this solo piano version seems to be the popular one on Spotify, etc. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have spent all the time and money dragging a bunch of musicians into the studio and badgering them relentlessly until they finally broke down and played it the way I wanted them to. Oh well, it was fun making the little video. Very cool stuff. So we're going to play this one. It is the solo piano version by Mr. Rick Rowan, and it is called I Can't Pretend Anymore. Rick Rowan, Your Music Live. nice stuff there from Rick Rowan. Excellent. I love, again, today's been relationships and pianos. Which I dig. I love a good heartfelt tune, and I love a good piano tone. So winning on both fronts as far as I'm concerned. Thank you very much for sharing, and thank you for being a cool community. Someone was here before, I think they might have left, but they were saying, are you saying hello to me because of the subscribers I have? And the answer is always no. Everyone is welcome here. We don't care if you've got 1 subscriber or 1 million subscribers. If you're a good person and you're creating cool music, welcome. You're here and you're welcome. All right, let's continue on with some Pagan Song. We have not heard from Pagan Song in a hot minute, and that is a shame because Pagan Song produces amazing music, and they say this one was a challenge to the prompt Mother of Monsters. I used synths and a music box sound to capture both the lullaby part of the song and the darker monster element. So we're going to listen to this one now. It is Mother of Monsters Lullaby, Pagan Song, Your Music Live. There's something about Pagan Song that makes me not want to listen to it in the dark. I'm very glad it's daytime and I'm in a well-lit room here because, man, is that creepy. Very cool stuff, though. I just love it. And I love the dynamics. I like to mention, this show's not really a review show. We don't talk a whole lot about the song. This is more of a celebration. But the one thing that Pagan Song does exceptionally well, that if you're learning anything from that music, it's the dynamics, the loud and the soft, the building and then the falling. That's what creates that suspense. If you've ever wanted to create a mood, it's all about the dynamics, the building and reduction of volume. It really does make a big difference. And too often these days, everything's very static because we're in DAWs, right? It's harder to add, especially with virtual instruments, harder to add that touch and feel. Pagan Song does it amazingly well. All right, time for some more Tremor Bear. I did promise you a little more Bear, so Bear did win our Play My Fire beat, but we had a Bear song already on the playlist, and Tremor Bear says, my first song created in Logic. Yeah, it's short and simple. For those of you who are thinking about moving into Logic, just do it. It has amazing MIDI instruments. I have a lot to learn, months of learning. Thank you, Feet, for spinning our music. Very welcome, my friend. And yeah, look, if you don't jump into Logic straight away, but if you've got a couple of $100 burning a hole in your pocket, or if you want a whole bunch more options and you're finding limitations in things like GarageBand, Logic Pro can be the place to go. Hey, I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. Let's take a listen to this one. It's Tremor Bear, Carlos's Jam on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there. Yeah, Bear just creates some upbeat, vibey jams, doesn't he? And, I do not know how to mix or complete a song yet in Logic. Well, for not knowing, that's pretty darn good, I got to say. So, very good. Yeah, the synth bass is, really cool, isn't it? I love it. I love that all of y'all are putting those freaky AI guitar playing folks in your songs. It's awesome. I love it. All right, next up we have I Am Thanos. I Am Thanos. And they have a track here. They say, it's all freestyles composed and arranged by myself. The Reality Stone is a freestyle project. Golden era music with an updated time. Cool. Well, we're going to take a listen to this. It's I Am Thanos, and it's called End of the World. And we're going to spin it for you now on Your Music Live.
I mean, I don't know what they was talking about, man. We all for that, son. It's a new narrative, man. I don't know about y'all narratives, but this shit real. Huh? Put this shit on mute, man. Fuck. You know. Look, there's no angels, these niggas on demon time. When the world don't believe you, when some can't even rhyme. Can't be a character living a life that ain't even mine. I feel like it's the end of the world, I ain't even lying. Brought so many children to a place I see people dying. I feel like it's the end of the world, I ain't even lying. I feel like it's the end of the world, I ain't even lying. Gotta hit the bottle every night just to keep from, from Delta 8 to Delta variant. Non-GMO when I health imperative. Ashwagandha powder, that's Wakanda forever. Black seed oil, garlic water together. Little seed moss get you some vitamin D from natural sunlight, but you ain't heard it from me. They had us hide behind the gate like we two-man neighbor. Outside with everything gone like Juice Santana. Damn. And yesterday news, I just lost a friend and she was sweet. My condolence to the family again. My mind contemplating where insanity ends. Off white girl, that's danity came when family split. In the pursuit of happiness, thinking why can't it be rich? In a parallel universe where you and I coexist. I had to take it to a further extent. Blinded by ice, covered the wrist. Got insured, that's covered expense. It's expensive. Fighting for chicken like Peter Griffin is different. Levels of loyalty between your henchmen. Envision a world without sounds. A gun with no rounds. A land with no bounds. Faith lost, but now found in a country that's not free. Tax you got fees. Social service worse than a voice. I give a Godfrey. We got COVID, Microsoft, the stimulus in the pack. And the white man get paid off for all of that, man.
End of the world. I Am Thanos here. How good is that? Look, and as someone was saying there, I don't play a whole lot of hip hop. I don't play a lot of rap music on the show. Because, look, a lot of it, again, I don't want to be judgmental because the sort of music that I listen to and that this community usually plays isn't exactly the hip-hoppiest, rappiest kind of tunes. But when something is done that well, it kind of just penetrates all genres and, really meaningful and freestyle. My goodness, freestyle rapping. How do you even do that? Like, you hear me trying to make up lyrics and I'm just like, no, baby, blah, 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 baby, love in your glove. Like, come on. How? Anyway, I love it. Very good stuff there. And thank you for sharing that one with us here on Your Music Live. Next up, we have Mr. Luke Hilly. And Luke Hilly has a track. And they say, hi, Pete, looking forward to the show. This is my latest release written about my personal battle with anxiety, recorded on iPad. If anyone likes it, you can find more on my Instagram at luke.hilly. Lots more coming soon. Because I'm really struggling with perfectionism and I'm trying hard not to delete what I have live. Any tips to overcome this? Just do it. Look, I think here's the tips I have. I'm going to play this tune. People are going to seriously dig it, and you're going to be blown away by the positive comments. No pressure, folks, but Luke Hilly is a great creator, and I think you're going to really dig this one. Lost His Spark, Luke Hilly, Your Music Live.
All he craved, and this was the life he made. But something's controlling him. This isn't what he was imagining. just sitting in the corner, happy being on his own. He's not the man I remember, he ain't talking no more. He's lost his spark, already made his mark. Outside, he looks confident, but inside, he's all chewed up. He wanted this to be the night he escapes from this state of mind. He's just sitting in the corner, happy being on his own. He's not the man I remember, he ain't talking no more. He's lost his spark, already made his mark.
Very cool stuff there from Luke Healy. And yeah, unfortunately, the only thing wrong with that is that we've got some weather going on here and my internet is just struggling a wee bit. So the only imperfections in that, my friend, were the Adelaide DSL. No, what have I got here? Fibre. NBN. So we'll give it a couple of minutes because I'm probably going a little bit robotic and a bit blurry here at the moment. We're just going to give it a moment to try and come on back. We haven't had any problems for a while, but the weather has been genuinely so dodgy for so long that I think it's starting to finally have an impact on the reception that we're getting here, on the power of the Australian internet to live stream to all you wonderful folks. So it's just shuddering and it's finding itself there. So we think we're back to about where we need to be. The thing with that is I love the song because it's about anxiety. It's something that I've definitely struggled with. It's something that I know many folks struggle with. And the problem with anxiety is it actually also makes you an overthinker. It also makes you someone who has perfectionistic tendencies. And what you tend to do, and again, I'm not trying to diagnose here, but what I've found in the past is you do what I call catastrophize. So you put something out there and all you can hear are the little tiny flaws. And all you're thinking when you put it out is people are going to hear that. See that bit where I just kind of scraped that string? People are going to hear that and then they're going to hate my whole track. What you've probably seen by the fact that everyone here was like, that was awesome, is that it's something you don't have to worry about. It's amazing. Incredible stuff. Exactly. I concur. All right. The internet gods seem to be smiling upon us yet again. So we're going to continue and finish off the show here, but we're going to move fast because if the weather continues and we lose internet or heck forbid a power, then we may be out of luck. And we got 4 final amazing tracks. No, 3. In fact, this is our anti-penultimate song. We're right here at the pointy end. And anti-penultimate song duties this week go to don't get anxious, but you're cutting out. Yeah, I know I was cutting out and it was having issues, but hopefully we're back now. We're going to soldier on. So our anti-penultimate song is from Michael, aka The Land Band, who says, "Hi, back from my West Coast trip. A close second is a simple tune, harvested with love." So let's jump on over here and get some freshly harvested Michael, aka Zealand Band, and A Close Second here on Your Music Live. little bit of Zealand Band with, yeah, very cool vibe going on there with that track, our anti-penultimate tune, a close second. And yes, as Mark said before, never quite know what you're going to get with Zealand Band, but it's always good quality gear and a good song for our anti-penultimate tune here today, which means we only have but 2 tunes left. So I do want to thank everyone for hanging out with us here. Don't forget that Jade Star has got a special live performance for Transgender Awareness, and that's coming up straight after this show in around about 20-ish minutes. So we're gonna be letting you go here just in time. Guess what? You know what my favourite sentence to say is? We've got a new Lily Pillies track. It's one of my favourite sentences of all time. And I get to say that today because guess what? We've got a new Lily Pillies track. Manny says, hi Pete, super excited to finally release our new single, Waiting for a Revolution. It's available through DistroKid because of course it is, and comes in 3 different versions. Great strategy, love it. It's a song about taking action in the hope for a better world and a better future. Something we can all get behind. So let's take a listen to our penultimate tune for this week, the Lily Pillies, Waiting for a Revolution on Your Music Live.
Why are we holding on to something with no meaning in our life? We hear so many lies. Why can I hear so many noises all around me in the night? And time keeps ticking by. We are one, we all want the same thing. A love that can find you, a place you can turn to. We are one, we all want the same thing. We want it now. When it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle, who's making their decisions never ever gonna give in? This generation's failing. When it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle, maybe one day everything will change, but now we're waiting for revolution. For something better to come by. We've fed so many lies. Why do I look over my shoulder just to see what's left behind? Taking one step at a time. We are one, we all want the same thing. A love that can find you, a place you can turn to. We are one, we all want the same thing. We want it now. When it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle.
Oh, the Lily Pillies just was an amazing track there. Yeah, the awesome production. Seeing the guys together there. Now, we need the backstory, Manny. I hope there's a behind-the-scenes video coming out over on the channel. Let us know because I think you went to Italy? Am I making this up? I don't know. I had that vibe. I think you were over there. But tell me, we want to know the deal. And someone was asking what a lily pilly is. Yeah, it is indeed. What is a lily pilly? It is a shrub. It is an Australian. Is it native to Australia? I think so. It's an Australian. It's got small red berries and it's a shrub. There's a lily pilly shrub in my walk when I take my kid to school, and every day I walk past it, I think of the Lily Pillies. So there you go. You've got instant built-in marketing from what we have here. Alrighty, there is. All right, cool. Yeah, so if it's already out there, Lily Pillies in Italy coming. Cool. All right, let us know. Make sure that you share it with me. Shoot me an email, a note, and I'll make sure I promote it here because I know that this community want to see the behind the scenes in Lily Pillies in Italy. So thank you for sharing that one because that was an absolute banger. If you want to hear the rest of the track, yeah, I know I don't play whole songs, but that just means that you have to go down to the description and you have to go find that track and watch that video. that is it for this one. But I did want to, before we play our final track, and you will be unceremoniously dumped over to Jade Star's channel immediately following this show. But I did want to point you to a very special show that Jade Star is doing coming up soon. And we are going to find the video so that I can show it here for you. It is this one here. It is a special edition of the opening hour. Look, I'm gonna like it here. I'm gonna pop a link to this one in the chat for you right now, so you can jump on over there and get ready for this one coming up in just around about 15 minutes. But it's a Transgender Day of Remembrance, so remembering transgender folks who are no longer with us, because we live in a society that judges people based on their own personal choices, which is absolute BS. But I'm sure Jade will be playing some amazing tunes, and it'll be a tribute show over there. So jump on over to Jade's channel, 15 minutes time, straight after this next show, this next track. So jump on over and enjoy that one, and we'll be there and listening in. This is our final track, and I nearly went out with the Lily Pillies, but this one I thought was just a fun way to end, because it is from the artist by the name of Hidden Horizon. And they say about this was my Songtember song, but it's an original Christmas song, and so I wanted to release it. It's a tongue-in-cheek original pop-punk Christmas song with a little bit of a Halloween flavour too. It is called The Day After Halloween, It's Christmas Again. And I just thought it's an absolute bop. So I thought this would be a great one to take us out here tonight. Hidden Horizon with The Day After Halloween. Thanks, folks. Hit the thumbs up if you had some fun here today. Thank you to DistroKid for everything they do for this show and for your independent music. And I'll see you next time on Your Music Live.
And I know I'll just have one of each, but eat 885 cookies, because it's Christmas again, and the tree can be seen. My crew covered it in lights, the day after Halloween, and the girl in the Hallmark movie will follow her heart. She's got a festival to save in Vermont with the love of her life, 'cause it's Christmas again. It's Christmas again. I hope I get that big red bike. The greatest gift a Savior born on Christmas night. Nice flag, brother. Let's go to the hill. 1, 2, 3, go. Look out below. Your ugly sweater looks terrible. I know it. It's Christmas again, and the tree can be seen. My girl covered it in lights the day after Halloween.